hello everyone, this is Shraddha Pandey and today we are starting with the unit 2 of cyber security, and the contents are cybercrime, mobile and wireless devices. So we'll understand what are the crimes which are being held on the mobile and wireless devices. So these are the outlines we'll discuss. What introduction, then we will understand the proliferation of mobile and wireless devices, then what are the trends in mobility, then credit card frauds which are performed in mobile and wireless computing, then there are some security challenges which are posed by mobile devices, registry settings for mobile devices, then authentication, service security, attacks on mobile and cell phones, mobile devices, security implication for organizations, then organizations measures for handling the mobile and organizations security policy and measures in mobile devices, and then we'll understand the crimes which are performed on laptops. So coming on the introduction, we'll understand, as we all are depends on electronic gadgets, that are the mobile, which are our handheld devices, and the laptops, and we are like using these devices in our day-to-day life, and these all are become our internal part of business, and these are providing connectivity with the internet, and it brings many challenges to secure these devices, as they are the most these devices are becoming the victim of the crimes. So in recent years, the use of laptops and personal digital assistants (PDAs) and mobile phones has grown from limited users and has widespread desktop replacement and broad development. So we are facing complexity in managing these devices outside the office, and it is something that information technology department in the organizations need to address. So remote connections has extended from fixed location, and we have moved from handheld devices such as PDA and networks, so converging with mobile phones, like we are using these devices in our day-to-day life. So furthermore, the maturation of PDA and advancement in cellular phones technology has converged into a new category of mobile phone devices, that is the smartphones. We all are using these smartphones nowadays, and smartphones combines the best except of mobile and wireless technologies, and they are blended into a useful business tool. And although this department are not yet swapping employees company product PDAs, but they are bringing these devices from the home and use them in the office. So there are more diverse community of mobile devices and users, and the devices increased, and the demand of these devices also increased, and the connections of network and keeping them connecting and cooperating with the assister while supporting all these devices at the users and at the organizations is important. So clearly these technologies, they are presenting a new security challenge to the global organizations, as we are storing all our data and all our personal information on these devices. Then what is the we'll understand what is proliferation, like growth of mobile and wireless devices. So we are advanced today in using the mobile devices, and the trend is for smaller devices and more processing power. So fewer away, when we are talking about the earlier, the choices between a wireless phone and simple PDA, but consumers are choosing between the high-end PDAs with integrated wireless modems and the wireless web browsing capability. So a simple handheld device provides computing power, which will help you to run the small applications. You can also play games and music, and also you can make voice calls, SMS, text, etc. So the term, when we are talking about the mobile devices, it includes many products. So we first provide a clear distinction among the keywords, like what is mobile computing, then wireless computing, and handheld devices. So we'll understand the concept of mobile computing and the various types of devices. Now, understanding what is mobile computing, see, taking a computer and all necessary files and software out in the field. So many types of computers have been introduced in 1990. So they are as follows. Number one is portable computer. It is a general purpose computer that can be moved from one place to another, but cannot be used while in transit because it requires some setting up and AC power sources. Then we are talking about the tablet PC. It lacks a keyboard. It's shaped like a slate and a paper notebook, and has features of a touch screen with a stylus and handwriting recognition software. Then tablets may not be suited for applications requiring a physical keyboard for the typing, but are otherwise capable of carrying out most tasks that an ordinary laptop would be able to perform. Then we have internet tablets. It is the application in the tablet form, unlike a tablet PC. That internet tablet does not have much computing, but its application suite is limited. So also it can replace a general purpose computer. So the internet tablets have typically have features and MP3 and a video player and a web browser and a chat application and a picture view. So these are the we can say qualities which are available in internet tablet. Like we have MP3 feature, then we have video player and web browser and chat application and also a picture viewer. Then we are talking about the personal digital assistant, PDAs. See, it's a small, easily pocket-sized computer with limited functionality. It has some limited functionality, and its intent is to supply a desktop computer and giving access to what contacts, some address books, notes, emails, and other features. Then we have Ultra Mobile PC. It's a full feature PDA which is running a general purpose computer operating system, which is OS. Then when we come with smartphones, we all know it is a personal digital assistant with integrated cell phone functionality, current smartphones, and have a wide range of features and installable applications. Then we have Capture. It's a computing device installed on automobile. It operates as a wireless computer, sound system, and have global positioning system, GVS, and a DVD player. We are able to find the location of any person or any devices, and it also contains word processing software and some Bluetooth compatible. Then we have Fly Fusion Pentop computer. It's a computing device with the size and shape of a pen. So this is basically a device which is with the size and it is in the shape of a pen. So we have writing utensils. So it has the functions of what? Writing utensils. Then have MP3 player, then translator, digital storage devices, and some calculator. So we, as the time increases, as in the modern era, we are developing ourselves and the technology is increasing and improving the trends. So now we'll come and we'll understand what is wireless computing. Earlier we used to keep a computer, like we need a laptop, we need a computer, we need CPU, we need a keyboard, and we need to perform the task while sitting on a table. Now this time when we are talking about the wireless computing, we have some handheld devices, we have talked about those, and then we have our personal laptops, desktop, etc., where we can perform all the tasks. So as these devices are increasing, so the crime is also increasing with the time. Now talking about the wireless computing, it refers to the method of transferring information between a computing devices. The devices are personal data assistant PDA, and the data sources. What are the data sources? Such as agency database server without a physical connection. We don't need any physical connection for transferring the information and for transferring the data. So not all wireless technologies, these all are not mobiles. For example, lasers are used in wireless data transfer between buildings, but they are used in mobile communication at this time. So mobile simply describe a computing device that is not restricted to desktop, but it is not tethered. So as many personal devices find their way into the enterprise, so their corporations and they are realizing that cyber security threats will come along with the mobile solution. So mobile computing does not require some wireless communication. In fact, it may not require communication among devices at all. So when we are talking about that, wireless is a subset of mobile, and in most cases an application can be a mobile without being wireless. So smart handheld devices, as handheld or pocket sized devices that connect to a wireless or cell phone network can have some software installed on them, and also these include some network PDAs and smartphones. So we need to install some some softwares, some network PDAs, personal assistants on our smartphones to work them properly, to run them properly, and to perform the task on those devices. Now trends, what are the trends in the mobility? See, we today in mobile computing, we are moving into a new era, and this third generation, we are talking about the 3G, which is promising greater variety in application and is it is improving utility as a speed in networking. So iPhone from Apple and Google led Android phones are the examples of this trend, and there are the plenty of the development point in this direction. So when we are talking about the iPhones, we have iPhones 15, 16, 17 till now, and talking about the Android versions of the phones, we have many more examples here. So this means smart technology is rapidly gaining popularity, and the attackers, hackers, and are among its biggest fan. It's obvious when we are moving with the smart technology, we are having mobile technology, and it is rapidly growing. So it is obviously gaining the popularity, which is like very trending, and hackers and crackers, those who are interested, these are the biggest fans of this technology, because it's easy for them to track your information, easy for them to track your location, and it's very easy for them to identify your personal information and to gain some sort of money from it. And then we are talking about the trends in mobile computing is nothing the seriousness of the cyber security issues in the mobile computing domain. But now we'll understand the trends in mobility. So types of mobility and its implication. We understand what are the types of mobility and what are their implications here. See, talking about here, you can clearly see we have mobility. Then first one is user mobility, then device mobility, session, and then service mobility. So these are the types of mobility and its their implications. So when we are talking about the user mobility, so it is the user interaction model. Then we are talking about the device mobility. So these are the smaller battery driven devices, and they have multiple networks, and no network positions become permanent here. Then we have session mobility. There is some issues in data distribution. When we have service mobility, it has core mobility. So distributed lifecycle management security is a strong issue. So these are some popular types of attacks in the. Now we'll understand the popular types of attack in mobile network. What are the various types of attack which can be performed in the mobile network? Some are, number one is malware, viruses and bombs. Then we have denial of service, DOS, overwhelming attack. Then we have spoofed policy development process, PDP. Then we have signaling label attack. Now, understanding the malware, viruses and worms. What is? See, Skull Trojan. It targets series of 60 phones equipped with the Symbian mobile operating system. See, all are targeting. It is targeting the series 60 phones and with the Symbian mobile. Then we are talking about the Cabir worm. It is the first dedicated mobile phone worm. It infects phones running on Symbian OS operating system, and it scans the mobile devices to send a copy of itself to the vulnerable phones while making the wireless Bluetooth connections. And how it makes, this is the worst about this worm, because the source code for Cabir H and Cabir I wireless is available online. Okay. So when we are talking about the Cabir worm, it sends the worm or virus through the by making the Bluetooth wireless connection. So Cabir H and Cabir I viruses is also enabled online. So then we are talking about the mosquito trojan. It affects the series 60 smartphones and is cracked version of Mosquito's mobile phone game. Then we have broader trojan. It affects the Windows CE operating system by creating a svc host.exe file in the window. How it will affect the system? It will create a svc host.exe file in your system and Windows startup folder, which allows the full control of devices. So this is the executable file, and it will conduct the worm propagation vectors such as email file attachment. Then we have Lesco worm. It was released in 2005 to target the personal digital assistant devices and mobile phones, which are running in the mobile operating system. Then we have Lesco, which is based on Kabir source code and replicates over the Bluetooth connections. Now, denial of service. See, the main objective behind this attack, DDoS attack, it is to make the devices unavailable to the intended users. So virus can be used to damage the system to make the system unavailable. Like how it is performed when we are talking about the DDoS attack, the user will make sure, the hacker will make sure that the device should be unavailable to the user, to the intended user. So it will damage the whole system, or it can damage the whole we can say device also. So this is the attack which is being performed. Then we have overbilling attack. It involves an attacker which hijack your subscriber IP address and then using it, that is the connection, to initiate downloads that are not free downloads. So simply what they will use their purposes. So in either case, the user will charge for the activity which user does not conduct. So when overbilling attack is performed, so they can make purchases from our account. They can also, while using your account, they can also make payment. But they have bought some things, but the payment is need to be made by you, because you are not the one who has done this, but somehow they have catch your IP address and they are performing this attack. Then we are talking about the spoofed policy development process, which is PDP. This type of attacks exploit the vulnerabilities of General Packet Radio Services GPR tunneling protocol. Then we have signaling level attacks. Talking about these attacks, this is the session initiation protocol. SIP is a signaling protocol which is used in IP multiple media system IMS to provide voice over internet and SIP voice based system. Okay. Now what are we'll talk about the credit card frauds in mobile and wireless computing era. See, these are the new trends in cybercrime and that are coming up with mobile computing. So mobile commerce, we can also say m-commerce, and mobile banking, m-banking. That, like we say, then coming about the credit card frauds, so they are becoming common because ever rising increasing power, the handheld devices and their ability of these guys to almost, as we know that we all have smartphones, we all are using the phones. Okay, so everyone is having smartphones, we all are using mobile phones, we are storing our information, we are using UPI for transactions, we are storing our personal information, bank account details, some more details in our account, and although we are making the card payment through our mobiles also, some OTP is generated, we are getting some personal information through mails also. So when we are talking about the credit card frauds, so these are now generally, so mobile credit card transactions are now very common because new technologies are combining the lowest mobile phone technologies, and it has the capability of point of sale POS terminal. So today we are belonging to mobile computing, that is anywhere, anytime computing. Like we just need an internet connection to perform a task. We need a mobile phone, we need an internet connection, and we can easily do the transaction, we can easily make a phone call. So I just need to carry a laptop with myself or anything else. I do not need to sit on a place and do the task. I just need a handheld devices or a pocket size friendly devices. So the developments in technology have fueled with the new mode working of the workers. So wireless credit cards processing is very desirable system, but it allows businesses to process transactions from mobile locations quickly, efficiently and professionally. Although it is very efficient because while using a one device, I can make my businesses grow faster, and only I want to do I can quickly sitting on a particular location. Like I doesn't need to present in India. I can, if I am sitting in USA and if I have my company in USA, then I can also make transactions and I can quickly, efficiently make the transactions and can do the work just in a second or in a minute. Then it is most often used by the businesses and often mainly in mobile environment. So we are using these technologies for making our businesses grow and for using the technologies in a friendly environment, so that we spending the less time, we can do the more work. Now, the diagram we need to understand is credit card frauds in mobile and wireless computing. See, you can clearly see here the credit card. So you can see we have a credit card holder magnetized type here. Okay, how we are making the payments. Clear? Then card swipe to obtain magnetized strip data. These are some security model, and like how your card pin is being read by the user and being cached by the user and being collected by the user for making the users and for making the transaction. See, when you have swiped the card, some magnetized type reader is attached here and the user can get to know about your PIN pad. Then we have merchant server. There are some security modules and we have acquiring banks. Clear? Then see, This is the backend network. This is the card issuing bank. So host security models will check PIN inside. They have encrypted PIN block with optional PIN of dataset. This is the online environment for credit card transactions. Clear? Now, credit card companies normally do a good job. What they are doing, they are helping consumers to resolve their ID theft problems once they occur. But they could reduce ID fraud even more if they give consumers better tools to monitor their accounts and limit high risk of transaction. It's very important because although we are having cards, we can make the payments easily. But as the things are increasing, as the technology is increasing, but it's also possible that the crime can also increase. So there are some basic flow. See, merchants will send the transactions to bank. We have see the diagram. Now, what is the work of bank? The bank will transmit the request to the authorized card holder. Means once I pick a card, once I put a card, then I'll receive a SMS. And what is from where I receive the SMS? The SMS will be received by me from a bank. So this is the work of bank to send me a message, not a short message service, SMS. Okay, so the cardholder approves or reject password protected. So it's my responsibility that I'm approving that or I'm rejecting that. Then the bank merchant is notified and the credit card transaction is complete. This is how the whole credit card transactions will take place. Clear? So first one is the merchant will send a transaction to the bank. Now the bank will transmit the request to the authorizer. Authorizer is the real user who is having the card, who is the real card holder. Then it's the card holder responsibility to approve or reject the password protected. While approving or rejecting, the transactions can be completed. Now the bank and the merchant will notify that okay, the approval is made. Then after that, the credit card transaction is complete. This is how the credit card transaction takes place. Now you can clearly see this is the merchant, this is the card. Now this is the bank. New EC security control module. Correct. Now a request is sent for credit card approval from credit card owner. Okay, we are the individual cardholder which are using cell phones for credit card transactions. Then advises bank yes or no, like whether you want to complete the transactions or not. Then if yes, approve the transactions and transaction is made. Clear? So this is the closed loop environment for wireless environment. So this is how the transactions take place. Now, what are the tips from which we can prevent our credit card fraud? Put your signature on the card immediately upon its receipt. When you receive the card, you need to put a signature on the card. Now, make the photocopy of both the sides of the card and preserve it at a safe place to remember the card number, its expiration date and loss of card. So, it's very urgent when you get the card, you need to make the photocopy of both sides of your card. You need to preserve it at a safe place. It's very important to preserve it at a safe place. You need to remember the card. Maybe it's not possible that you should remember the card number. So you should make a photocopy. You should remember what is the expiration date. In case if you lost your card, you can immediately report it and can block the card. Now then, talking about you can change the default personal identification number PIN. When personal identification number PIN received from the bank before doing any transaction. So it's your choice. If you want to change, you can easily change it so that any crime cannot be happen. So always carry the details about contact numbers of your bank in case of. It's very important that you should carry your details of your bank in case if you lost your card. So you should carry your cards in a separate pouch. Don't keep it in your wallet and all. Put it in your card holder, then your wallet. Instead of carrying a wallet, take one separate cardholder wallet. So you can place all your cards over there. Okay. Now you can keep eye on your card during the transaction and ensure get it back immediately. Like once your transaction is done, it's your responsibility get it back done immediately. Okay. Now you should preserve all the receipts to compare it with credit card invoice, reconcile with monthly invoice and statement. Like you should preserve the receipts and compare with credit card invoice. And also Your monthly invoice statement with your receipts should be with you. You should report immediately any discrepancy observed in monthly statement wise. And when you once go with the monthly statement, if you find any discrepancy, please contact immediately. Then destroy all the receipts after reconciling it with the monthly statement. You should destroy all the receipts after reconciling with monthly statement. Then inform your bank in advance about any change in your contact details such as home, address, cell phone number, and email address. Like once you are changing your contact details, you are changing your address, you are changing your phone number, you are changing your email address, it's your responsibility that you should inform your bank in advance. Then ensure that the legitimacy of website before providing any of your card detail. You must ensure that the particular device or the particular website is like we can say is ethical or not. Like before making any product, you should be confirmed. Like then you should report the loss of card immediately in your bank and at the police station if necessary. Like if you find like that you have lost your card, so it's your responsibility that you should immediately respond to your bank. You should immediately inform the police that I have lost my card, and you can also inform your bank, and you can also ask them, please block my card. My card is being lost. Okay. Now, these are the do's what we need to do. Now, these are the don'ts, like what we don't need to do. So, store your card number and pins in your cell. Like you do not store your card number and pin in your cell. Never ever lend your cards to anyone. Leave cards or transaction repeats lying around. So, okay. Then sign a blank spread. If transaction details are not legible, ask for another receipt to ensure the amount instead of trusting the seller. Write your card number or pin on a postcard or outside of an envelope. Do not write your card number or any pin on any envelope. Give out immediately your bank account number over the phone unless you are calling to a company or to a bank. So, do not immediately, if someone is calling you and they are asking for a number or your account number, so do not give them unless you are calling your bank. Okay. Then destroy credit card receipt by simply dropping into garbage box dustbin. So you should destroy the receipt which you are receiving into a garbage or in a dustbin box immediately. So this is all for today. Thank you.